Welcome back to Dark Souls. I got myself my upgraded Pyromancy Flame. Where is it? All the way up to plus 10. It does go up higher than that, but that's what I needed. I also bought all the Pyromancies that Laurentius had. And I got my extra point into Faith and Intelligence. So let's go talk to Briggs. Because he's going to be like, hey, you don't look so stupid anymore. Maybe I can teach you some sorceries.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested? Splendid. Very well. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
Alright, let's buy his stuff. As you can see, I have a good amount of souls on me. I found the grinding strategy. So buy heavy soul arrow, great soul arrow. Oh, that sells out, huh? Fall control, great heavy soul arrow, magic weapon, Earl decoy, magic shield. I already have a catalyst, and let's buy his rings. And that wipes me out.
Alright, that'll do it. That should help you on your journey. May we meet again. Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are. Myself. I'm fine. Let's get started straight away. Have you heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day, he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery. But Master Logan could find no use for me. Ah, yes. The note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anolondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage. 2 things are required for sorcery. First, you must equip a wand. Second, you must attune a sorcery. Then you will be ready to fire away. Oh, and don't forget to aim. 2 things are first, then... Oh.
Alright, thanks,
Goodbye,
Briggs.
then. Do stay safe.
Now let's go up and talk to our buddy Laurentius. I want to see if he has something new to say or something that'll help me try to prove my point here.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy. Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it. A pyromancer's flame is... Please... Goodbye then. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.
Alright, we learned a good deal about pyromancy and about sorcery. So what's interesting about what we heard from Laurentius and what Briggs told us of his master, Big Hat Logan, is that those two seem to have a very different, outlook on what it means to be undead. So, the undead curse can mean a lot of things. When you become undead, I mean, I'm not entirely sure how someone would find out. I guess you'd have to die, right? No, I guess you'd know from the dark sign appearing on your body. That makes more sense. But when you become undead, your fate is eventually to go hollow. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. You have a good amount of time, and now you kind of have the ability to do whatever you want without fear of dying. So Logan took it as an opportunity to come to Lordran. And his whole thing was he was seeking out the Regal Archives, a place that we may see later. And because there's some dope knowledge there, he wants to go there and read the books, and he wants to know all the things that the Lords know, and all this cool hidden information that's stored away in Lordran. And Laurentius, he took it as an opportunity to be like, well, I'm already kind of an outcast because I'm a pyromancer, and pyromancers aren't really looked upon kindly by a lot of other cultures, so why not use this as an opportunity to become the best pyromancer that I can. Alright, into the Undead Burg. So what's interesting about all that is, like, games after Dark Souls 1 take a very different approach to the undead curse and what it means to be undead. Dark Souls 2 in particular really plays up like the negative aspects of it. Every NPC in that game that's like on their own journey and is undead seems to like wallow in despair, and they don't have quite the outlook that other characters do. And then there's good old Sieg from Katarina. We still haven't got to know too much about him, but he's just a big dumb adventurer. He's also undead, and he's taken the opportunity of being undead to be like, well, I'm gonna go on my own venture quest, and it doesn't matter if every now and then I get my ass kicked because I'm not gonna die right away. So he's just off in Lordran being a big doofus. It's all very different and interesting. Weird ways to take upon like what it means to be undead. And the other thing is that being undead or like going hollow, there's no exact formula for it, I would say. It appears that you're more likely to go hollow when you have nothing left to live for. When not only does like the despair of having the curse envelop you, but there's nothing to continue to wake up for. There's no reason to continue going on. So for those people, for, you know, Laurentius trying to be the best pyromancer he can, and Logan seeking out knowledge, and Sieg going on his big adventure, even Solaire trying to, you know, find his own son, or however he put it, they all have something to grasp onto. They have something to live for. So they're not exactly in danger of going hollow. Hello, dog. Alright, see, that enemy does not respond. The butcher women, they are unique. I should put on my my ring. Had the wolf ring on. I should read the stuff I bought from Briggs in a little while. There we go, there's my rusted iron ring. So that I can walk in all this murk. I don't like how like nimble these dogs are in the water. It feels unfair. Are they? Do they have rusted iron rings? Is it like on their little paws? Seems like bullshit to me. All right, this is where I killed the one that dropped the sack, and over here there was a door. I also traded in the sack already. I went and saw Snuggly and gave her a bunch of stuff. Look at this great trap. It's somewhere. I can't lock on. There's a blobby enemy above me. There it goes. I know you're bullshit. Fucking Hollow came in from the other room. These things are tougher than they look. And honestly, oh god. Honestly, I should maybe consider equipping the pyromancy flame, but I'd have to attune something. These blobby things hate fire. They hate it so much. Come on. This is so dumb. There we go. Actually, I should probably just throw lightning spears at it. I also got the Great Lightning Spear. I mean, I already had it, but because I got that extra point in faith, I can now use it. Look at how many... Oh, well, you know what? This is an unfortunate effect of the new lighting system in this game. A lot of people don't like the new lighting system. It's changed. It seems to make some things better and some things worse. This is unfortunately worse because I could see every fucking one of these things from just entering this hallway. And that definitely did not used to be possible. Does that kill? Yeah, good. Like, I don't want to have to take time swinging at all these things. Weird that I could walk onto that one, but not the other ones in front of it. What happened to the other ones? That was... Am I insane? Weren't there like 5 or 6 of them on the ceiling? I only killed 3, right? I guess I was getting multiple of them with the lightning spears. It's locked. I need to unlock that quickly. So down here is the big rat room that I fell into and then accidentally fell out of. So this is the depths proper. This is a really weird area of the game. It's not very big, but it's a proper labyrinth. It's very confusing to navigate. I think I have it down pretty well though, so I don't think I'm going to get lost or anything. Great axe. And humanity. The rats are notorious for dropping humanity. They are a good source if you want to grind. So we're about to encounter my favorite enemy in the game. There he goes. Not my favorite enemy type. My favorite enemy period. Motherfucker got me poisoned. Just pop that purple moss clump. I have so many of these. I killed a lot of those forest dudes. I was doing some cat covenant stuff and I was in the area. So I've killed a lot of those guys. Poison is no threat to me. Oh, I'm so close to killing them in one strike. I also gave my embers to Andre, the divine ember and the large ember. Is this what I want? Yeah, the sewer chamber key. That unlocks that door we saw. So my sword's at +6. I've also been preparing a backup weapon. I don't have it equipped, but I've been taking that mace that I got when I started the game, and I've turned it into a divine mace, because that's what that divine flame lets you do. Also, there's another way out of this room. There's a ladder right here, but we'll come back to it later. So use the sewer chamber key to open this door. There's a bonfire in here. Here's the bonfire for the depths. What does this say? Liar ahead. Someone probably said there was an illusory wall there. Alright, so let's take a moment to sit at this bad boy. I was gonna do some kindling, but first let's read some items, because I don't want to go human and sit here reading stuff, because then I run the risk of being invaded. So the soul arrow. Soul arrows inflict magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales. Actually, I think we've read this. Because I already had a couple that I got from Rickard, right? So the great soul arrow. Sorcery which improves upon the soul arrow. Fire strong soul arrow. At the Vinheim Dragon School, the acquisition of this spell marks an apprentice's coronation as a sorcerer. Heavy soul arrow. A more powerful but also slower sorcery. Difficult to use due to a long cooldown and a limitation on the number of castings. And great heavy soul arrow. As difficult to use as heavy soul arrow, but powerful enough to make it well worth it. Adored by certain sorcerers. The magic weapon. This is a cool one. The power of the magic swordsman of Vinheim is predicated upon this and magic shield. Many warriors learned sorcery just for this. So it's like creating a weapon in your right hand, I believe, out of this sorcery. So it's cool. It's like made out of energy, and I assume it probably scales like shit with your intelligence. Magic shield. Shields augmented by magic are resistant to magic attacks and have higher stability. This spell makes it possible to challenge powerful foes with a small shield. So you see that the requirements on these are not very high. Even the great heavy soul arrow is only just 16 intelligence, which if you picked a sorcerer to start the game is really easy to make. Oral decoy. Sorcery used by playful sorcerers. Lure enemies away by creating a sound originating in the distance. This spell is not the first choice for serious sorcerers, but it has a surprising amount of applications, some of them extremely effective. More enemies than you would think are actually attracted by sound. Fall control. Sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. Reduce fall damage, or rather reduce damage and noise from fall. This sorcery, along with Hush, explains the extravagant cost of hiring Vinheim spooks. And we got the Pyromancies, Fireball, Fire Orb, Combustion, Flash Sweat. I don't think I ever technically read these. Fireball is exactly what you think. Standard Pyromancy, the Great Swap, Hurl Fireball. Fire damage caused by fireballs makes them effective against corporeal beasts and undead who by nature fear flame. Fire Orb. The flaming fire orb explodes upon impact, causing fire splash damage and a spectacle which seems to symbolize the strength of the fire. Manipulating pyromancers. Or the fire manipulating pyromancers. Combustion. One of the most basic pyromancies. For this very reason, the flame thus created is fierce. Flash Sweat. This is an interesting one. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Intense sweating reduces flame damage. Carmina, the most accomplished pupil of Solomon the Master Pyromancer, pioneered new directions for the art of pyromancy. Iron Flesh. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Iron Flesh boosts defense and resilience. Use of this pyromancy requires caution as the caster becomes exceedingly heavy and unable to move freely. Alright, and that's all the normal stuff. I also got Karmic Justice off of Oswald over in the Bell Tower, which was really expensive. Miracle of the Black-Haired Witch Velka, temporary auto counter versus heavy damage. Let's see, I also bought like all the weapons I didn't have from Andre. I got a lot of souls, and I didn't feel comfortable using them to level up. I was like, I've done that too much. I also got the Demon's Great Hammer. I think this is the weapon you can get if you manage to beat Asylum Demon the first time you encounter him when you don't have a weapon yet. So if you brought like black fire bombs or you're just really good and you manage to kill him, the game will give you this, but you can also trade for it later from Snuggly, although I can't quite remember what I gave him to get this. Demon weapon built from the stone arch trees, used by lesser demons at North Undead Asylum. This hammer is imbued with no special power, but can merrily beat foes to a pulp, providing you have the strength to wield it, which is probably a lot, right? It's fucking 46, Jesus. And the cap is at like 40, so that's nuts. That's like, this is a two-hander. So interesting that it's made out of the stone arch trees. Those are the big towering pillar things that existed before the lords took over, back when there was just gray and everlasting dragons. Yeah, and I bought some stuff just to pad out my inventory to be a bit of a completionist. I bought the rings that Oswald had. And I got some more materials. Some of the, like I got a white Titanite chunk. That's also from Snuggly. He likes to trade for those moss clumps, so I gave him one of each of those. Alright, so let's sit down again and reverse that hollowing. I have 9 soft humanity on me. I would like to kindle this bonfire. This area is a little tough. Whoops. More importantly, there is something in the depths that is very cool and unique if you're human. Am I getting invaded already? Jesus Christ, that was fast. I must be, because I can't sit at the bonfire. That was super fucking fast. Well, if I'm getting invaded, I'm gonna bring in people who might yet... Someone got their fucking name censored. Alright, let's bring in my my shadow clone here. Really don't want to deal with this asshole. Like, come on, man. I needed my humanity to do a certain thing in this area, so I'm gonna try not to lose it. Let me say hi to this dude. There he is. Motherfucker closed the door. What an asshole. Oh, he has the stuff. Oh, motherfucker's been in the DLC, has he? Come on, guys, get in there, man. Oh, he's gonna throw pyromancies, huh? Motherfucker's trying to toxic me, that's what he's doing. Oh, and he got me too. I gotta get rid of this right away. Toxic's bad. It's real bad. So, sorry guys. Thanks, man. Can I... No profiles. Can I rate him? There we go. Thanks, man. Ooh, and I got some extra Estus. Let me pick up, that's humanity that invaders drop when you kill them. Motherfucker came in with a plan to toxic me. What an asshole. Alright, let's start exploring the depths. So I have a bit of a counter here so I don't get invaded again right away. The depths is such a shitty place to invade too. God damn it, I got poisoned. You know what, I should just put this junk on my goddamn item wheel. Toxic won't be a bit of a problem just yet. But yeah, I can get poisoned rather easily in this area. Ah, box rat stopped back in his box. Love box rat. My favorite. Bye. Missed. Damn it. I do not have great resistance to this junk. I didn't even notice when I got those extra Essences. Undoubtedly because people are kindling this bonfire like crazy. Because this is a popular one. People know, like, okay, this area is tough. May as well kindle this one, right? Alright, so we got a fog door right here. Let's go through this bad boy. And I come out on this side. You know what? This... Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say something that turned out to be super wrong. But it's okay. So there's a channeler here. Remember this dude? Here's another one of him. Now, I do have 8 soft humanity on me, so if I get lucky, he might drop his shit. Drop your thing, you son of a bitch. Well, he buffs the rats, so... Now this rat's kind of super strong, but it didn't do anything for some reason. Channelers are such bastards. He doesn't buff the box rats, though. They don't exist until they break out of the box. No box rats. Hey, large shard. Cool. I need more of those. It's really hard to get large shards before you go into the depths. I ended up getting one as a reward for doing some cat covenant bullshit. But other than that, you really don't find them all that often. Look at that rat go. That's a hole, I'm pretty sure. So he's not falling down it though. But whatever. He's kind of stuck in it. That's all right. So watch your feet. Make sure you don't fall into a hole, because there's multiple of them in this area. They want you to chase the rats. They're like, oh, I gotta kill that rat, and then you end up falling down a hole like that one right there. I'm pretty sure this just links up to where I was. It also links up to this big boy. So this is where his room is. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna hit the wall. I expected him to stay closer. You son of a bitch. That did most of his health, so if I get him one more time with it, he's done. He drops the humanity. I don't know if he's permanent or not. I can't really remember. I usually don't kill him this early in the depths. I usually come back to him. But might as well get him now because there's really nothing else in here. You can break these like little, whatever the fuck they are, little pimple things. Alright, so let's not go down there. Let's instead turn around. I am now actually, again, kind of lost. I said I wouldn't get lost, but there's like two layers to it. There's a lower area to this, and this is the upper area. And I know the lower area a lot better for sure. So, like, I know one way into the lower area. I could just fall down one of those holes, but I thought there was a more conventional way to do it. Let's see. May as well heal. I still have this thing on me. I bought a bunch of homeward bones, as you can see, so that I wouldn't have to use the homeward miracle anymore. I mean, they're cheap, and I had those extra souls that I didn't really know what to do with. So I was like, well, I might as well just buy a bunch of homeward bones and not have to worry about it for a while. That frees up one of my attunement slots. Alright, let's try going down the ladder. I think there's a door down here that's locked. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, this doesn't open from this side, does it? No. Maybe it would if I had the master key. I might have to just straight up fall down. Or maybe they wanted you to take the rat slide. I don't know. Alright, let's take a little drop. We got another Estus. Alright, welcome to one of the worst enemies ever. That's the Basilisk. He has one gimmick. He didn't get to show it off right away. But he will eventually. He will get to live out his purpose. Oh, I can take a free swing at you, can't I? Oh, and I killed him through the bars. That takes care of one of them. There's another one over there. So I'm going to point out the biggest, stupid, did you know gaming trivia ever. As soon as I can get to this other one. Soul item. There he is. So, the biggest, dumbest trivia that everyone should know. These guys have big old goofy eyeballs on their heads, but those aren't actually their eyes. They are decoys. And their real eyes are below them. You can kind of see them. It's like a little yellow dot there between his goofy eye and his big breath sac. And they have like sharp fangs and whatnot. These guys suck. There's another one over there. So I just walk into this. That status effect is, of course, petrification. That's death. I have a decent resistance to it. That was a good fucking plunging attack. So yeah, this area is a bit of like a progress stopper, or it was back in the day. Hey, he gave me the Eye of Death. Neato. Get it? Neato? Because, well, you'll see later. Eye of Death, online play item. Lure phantoms from other worlds. Only Covenanter can use the item, while Hollows cannot. Okay. The dreadful Eye of Death. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to read here. I'm trying to read, Basilisk. Get out of my face. The dreadful Eyes of Death spread disaster across neighboring worlds. Phantoms lured to the host world may end up as victims, allowing the Eyes of Death to multiply, and leading to further proliferation of Bane. This was a death trap that I fell into, wasn't it? It's just like, here's a bunch of basilisks. Hey, what's up, man? I don't think they toned down the Basilisk. I feel like I have a better resistance to curse than I used to playing the original version of the game, but whatever. Hey, Ring of the Evil Eye. This is a cool one. Alright, I never read the rings that I got from Briggs, or some of the ones I got off camera. According to legend, this ring contains the spirit of the Evil Eye, a dark beast which assaulted Astora. The strength of the Evil Eye does not waver, and HP is absorbed from fallen enemies, so you get some HP back from killing enemies. Not a whole lot, but it can save you a little bit, you know? If you feel you're in an easy area, it'll save you an Estus every now and then. So here are some things I got from the Covenant. Ring of Fog. Those who befriend Alvina are given this mysterious ring. It resembles a pearl with its robust, pure white fog. The ring camouflages its wearer's presence, helping prevent detection. I've never really used this. This is that thing that that one ninja dude over hanging out by Alvina and Shiva was wearing. I don't know if it works on non-player characters and enemies, or if it's just a PvP thing. I'm not really sure. I've never really seen the value in it. And we have these rings that we got from Briggs. So the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring, a special ring granted to only the most accomplished sorcerers at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon and boosts the strength of sorceries. And the Lingering Dragon Crest ring, same stuff, but it boosts the length and effect of sorceries. Cool. Moving onwards. Alright, so dead end, dead end. Let's go up the stairs. I've gotten a lot of the Basilisk in the area rather quickly, too. Check it out. Yeah, I was hoping to see this. You poor suckers. You see what I'm standing in front of right here? That is a real player online who died from the Basilisk. So instead of leaving behind a bloodstain, they leave behind bodies like this. They became petrified. Poor bastards. Enjoy having to relieve your curse. There's another one on the floor. He's blocking my way. Come on, get out of my way, dude. Get good. Go die to the basilisks.